Lipstick teeth. Okay, seriously. Hey guys, how's it going? I am margieisfab. If you have not been here before, welcome. Thank you for tuning in. And if you've been here before, well, you know how this circus goes. So today's video is going to be on the Melt Cosmetics eyeshadow stack. If you're not familiar with Melt Cosmetics, they are an indie brand. They are known for having amazing liquid lipsticks, lip liners, and beautiful highlighters. But their most popular product has to be this eyeshadow stack. Has their little logo on the top. The eyeshadow stack has eyeshadows. It also comes with a little mirror. Today's stack we're going to be reviewing is the She's in Parties stack. It's their brand new stack. It's, spoiler alert, it's good, you guys. So it comes in this little unicarton like this. It has the name on the top. This does retail for $48. They do have other eyeshadow stacks that you can purchase, which have 4 shades in them, and they're also $48. Some of them have mattes, some of them have shimmers and mattes, some of them just have shimmers. There is one stack that has 5 shades in it, and that one is $58. I believe you can purchase these individually, but of course it is a little bit more expensive to buy your own and stack them up. You can buy multiple stacks and stack them up. I mean, I don't know if they're just gonna like timber and fall over, but there's that option. If this is just like messing with your OCD and you need like a palette, they do have a pro palette you can purchase for $15, and then you can place all the stacks individually and you can open it up and look at it in like a more traditional palette form. I think this is pretty cool and pretty innovative. I've never seen anything like it. They're held together by magnets, as you can see, and yeah, I know what you're thinking. Girl, come on, just get to the damn goods. We want to see the eyeshadows. So to give you guys an overview of the palette, I went ahead and separated them out like this. Sorry, mine's a little dirty. I'm playing rough. So these are the eyeshadows. You get a highlighting shade, which is a shimmer. This is called Skeleton Kiss. You get Last Caress, which is like your transition shade. You get this more like cranberry burgundy shade with hints of gold in it. And the last shade is this dark plum shade. This is called Mean Streak. So you do get your highlight shade, your transition, your all over lid color, and your deepened dark color. Now what I love about these is you can do so many full and complete looks. As you guys see today, I'm going to demo for you a full and complete look using every single one of these eyeshadows. Now I know it may seem a little steep for something that's $48 for essentially a palette. Like that is, you're kind of like, whew, that's a lot, girl. But when you break it down, it does come out to $12 a shadow. That puts it at about mid-range for single eyeshadows. Your lower ranged ones are like Makeup Geek, MAC, ColourPop, which range between $5 and $6. Your mid-ranged ones are gonna be like these Melt Cosmetics ones, Anastasia, Buxom, and your higher priced ones are going to be like Urban Decay, which is $19, and I think Makeup Forever, which is $21. Now, if you want to do some size comparisons, this is a $5 ColourPop eyeshadow. So you are getting a considerably large amount of product in this. This is a MAC eyeshadow. Again, huge amount of product. And this is an Urban Decay shadow. A $19 eyeshadow. I love this shadow, but it is worth the money. Anastasia ones are about the same. This is the size of a Buxom single bar eyeshadow. So you are getting a lot for your money. So it actually is a really great deal. Oh, I'm very, very excited to go ahead and try this out for you guys. Okay, so I already have one side that's like full beat and glam. The other side just has foundation. Just to speed the process along, I didn't do both eyes, and that way you can kind of see a reference of what a final product looks like and how I'm going to do the other side. So I'm first going to dip into the shade Last Caress. I'm going to use my Morphe M441. I'm going to tap off the excess, and I'm just going to put it right into my transition. Super duper easy. As you guys know, I always start from the corner and work my way out in a fan motion. Gonna dip a little bit more into here. Now I'm going to go into the next shade, which is She's in Parties, and I'm going to take this on my Morphe 242 brush, like a little flat synthetic brush. Really going to coat my brush because I really want to punch this color. Now this has nothing to do with the color, but I always spray these with like a little bit of MAC Fix Plus. I'm going to just start pressing this in. I'm going to go back on that same Morphe M441 and I'm going to go in with the shade Mean Streak. This is the last shade, it's the dark shade. I'm going to touch in here, I'm just going to touch all the sides of my brush, tap off the excess, and just deepen up that corner. I'm just gonna go in with a tad touch more, just right in that corner. I'm gonna go back in with this brush that I just cleaned off a little bit, and I'm just gonna go back in with the shade Last Caress. Make it a nice blending. Now I'm gonna take this clean ColourPop brush, and I'm just going to go on the edges. Make sure, you know, you're backing it up, making sure the sides match. Might have to blend this one down a little bit, because the other side doesn't come out as far. Super gorgeous. I'm obsessed. I love these shadows. They're really good. And I'm going to take my MAC 242 brush and I'm just going to dip into Last Caress again. Just the tip of the brush. And I'm going to go really tight to this lower lash line, because y'all know I got the wrinkly eyes. It'll make my eyeshadow look dirty if I go too low. Now last but not least, I am going to take the shade Skeleton Kiss, the highlighting shade, and I'm just going to put this on my brow bone. Oh, fire. And a little on my inner corner. I'm going to finish off with some voluminous lash. I'm not going to do lashes or liner just because I want you to get the full overall look. There is a little bit of fallout, so just wipe that away with a clean brush. I'm going to go back into the stack with the shade Skeleton Kiss, and I am going to just highlight my face. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and demo some swatches for you guys. I'm going to swatch them on the back of my arm right here so that you can see them. I am going to be doing one finger swatch and one brush swatch. I'm going to be using my MAC 242. It is cleaned off. I have nothing on my arm, no primer, no moisturizer, no foundation, nothing. When I go ahead and do the shadows, I will do a 1, 2, 3 swipe. When I do the brush, I will do like a shimmy down and a shimmy down and a shimmy down, and then I will swatch for you. So this is Skeleton Kiss. They describe this as a creamy shade with a rose gold shift. This is Last Caress. Next shade is She's in Parties. And the last shade is Mean Streak. So these are the swatches of all the shadows. I'm not gonna lie, when I first felt the mattes in this palette, I did think they felt a little dry. They were a little too hard to work with my finger, but going on with the fluffy blending brush, they just look really good. They're actually surprisingly very smooth and easy to work with when you're actually putting them on your eye. I feel like they pick up a lot of pigment, but without being overly pigmented, kind of like the Anastasia Beverly Hills Subculture palette where they're overly pigmented and they're like, and all of a sudden the eyeshadow is going crazy on your face and you got eyeshadow like up to here and you're like, oh my god, I just blended for like a second. Or I feel like they're not that way. I feel like even though they have tons of pigment in them, they go on right where you want them to go, they blend out really nicely, and they just look perfect. So if you guys feel these and you feel like they're a little dry, or they obviously didn't swatch as well, I feel like the swatches don't do them justice. I did them to show them to you guys, but I just feel like they just look better in the demo. They look better when you're actually putting them on your eyes with a brush. So don't be frightened if you feel them and they're not creamy enough or whatever, because I think that's what works for them, and it can be a little crazy, especially when you're just trying to use a transition shade, or like with Mean Streak, you're really just dotting it in the corner. You don't want a ton of product and you want it to look smoky, you want it to look blended, you want it to look soft. But overall, I think this eyeshadow stack is 150% worth it. This is absolutely amazing. As you guys can see, my eyes look so pretty. The way these eyeshadows work, I've just never felt anything like just more perfect. I think they nailed the formulation on this. The transition blends out like I wanted to. I don't have to go in more than like 1 or 2 times. I think She's in Parties, the all over lid shade, is absolutely show-stopping. And I like it because it's so wearable. I think that I can wear this during the day, but I also think I can wear it at night, where sometimes purples and reds can be a little intense. This just complements the eye so well. It's a very nice in-between shade, not too purple, not too red. It's absolutely perfect. I will definitely be using this as a highlighter on the daily. It's very day, it's very night. It's just an incredible stack. I think the formulation of these shadows is just like mind-blowing. They're so effortless. You just have to go in like 1 or 2 times. You're not blending color on top of color on top of color. You put one transition shade down, it blends out smoothly, beautifully. You put the dark shade, you put the like the shimmer shade, you put the highlight, everything just looks so nice. Everything's so cohesive. I'm obsessed with this stack. I think this might be like my new go-to shadows. Not trying to say anything, but I think this might be my new go-to. I just think it's great. I would wear this to work. I would wear this on a date. I would wear this just to go to the bathroom. So yeah, that is my final thoughts. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm glad you're here. I'm always glad for all the love. Thank you. If you like this review, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.